We're live. Maybe we should double check this because that's how every live video starts.
All right. Yeah.
Do you want to make sure we're live?
Yeah. I'll go look.
And in case we are and we don't want to look stupid, hello, everybody.
We are.
Okay. Do you want to now turn it off so I can't hear myself? And in case we are and we don't want to look stupid, I can hear us talking.
We are. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. I don't know why every live stream is so important to double check, but all right. So, for those of you who do not know, I am Jason, and this is
Steve.
We make several videos on this channel. It is my channel, though, and Steve has his own, which is called Expedition Steve. And I believe somewhere we have everything. Here it is.
Somewhere?
There it is. And Steve makes his own videos that are pretty cool. Check it out. Want to talk about it or?
Nah.
Okay. There's plenty of videos out there. Just watch any of them.
Yeah, they're there for everybody to look, enjoy.
And you're watching one of these channels and also my Instagram and all that. So be sure to follow or subscribe. And I'm also doing this live on Facebook, so hopefully there's people watching there too. Again, you guys can comment, and if it's a decent comment and a question or whatever, we might show it on screen. So, anyway, today we're building one of my Jungle Cruise signs. We're pretty much starting with what you would get if you bought the build kit, and there it is. We'll show a little close up. So everything I'll be doing, starting from scratch. I haven't done anything yet at all. And, we got several other pieces, starting with taking off the masking tape, sanding down anything, and then working on electronics for the light up lanterns that we have. So should be here for a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Take away any unnecessaries.
How did you make the sign? Is that from a drawing you made, or?
Yeah, so pretty much all of my signs that are real, I would start with a photograph of the sign and just kind of trace over it to get a general design of it, or whatever, and then you remove the image, and then you can kind of tweak stuff as you need to go.
Right.
Some things might not align correctly because of the angle of the photo or distortion, whatnot. So you got to adjust some things, and then you have a frame, a size that you want to in your mind, that you want this to come out to. Some things might be too small to read, so you might want to make them bigger or larger. And then you got to think about where you're going to hang. So I have these holes that hang stuff, and then on the back you got this extra part. So the nail would be able to stick through there. And then these actually get covered, so you won't see any of the holes. This is for a magnet, and that gets covered with that too. So, just over time you change some things and get it better, and yeah.
That's
so
cool.
For the most part, these lines here were designed to mimic these ones. So they kind of.
I see. Yeah.
That's kind of like the layered look without actually having the layered. Multiple sets of wood like laid on top of each other.
Yeah. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, but it also, what it allows me to do is to tear off this one and this line gets colored. So it's like I can use the masking tape to not go outside the lines, basically. And then this whole thing gets colored too. And then, obviously some of these, which you peel right off as well.
Yeah.
So that's usually where I start with coloring before I take off all the other stuff. That way you can just, go sloppy, I guess, and not have to worry about getting outside the lines.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's see. This gets colored too. And this. That gets colored. I believe that is it. So, okay. Actually, the letters stay. These don't. I guess it shows that nobody's watching right now. You can see that
Yeah.
in the top corner by the time.
Oh, okay. We froze. That was odd.
Okay.
That was weird.
Why is our other camera not back?
That I don't know what happened.
I don't know either. My connection went slow or something. Now it's back up normal. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
That's weird. I don't know. Hopefully that doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah, I hope not.
It's the kind of stuff that I was afraid might happen.
Yeah, your internet. Yeah, I hope not.
Oh, I can hear myself. Oh, were you checking the scene again?
Yeah.
So my connection is so strong right now. So
Yeah, I don't get it.
hopefully people will join.
Yeah. I know it's fun to watch.
Enough people watch Alex, so it's kind of where I got the idea for doing this because I watch him too.
Yeah, especially his train when he's working on his train.
Right. Yeah, that's what when I was like getting so into it, I'm like, I want to make you a building. So I still want to do that. I haven't had the time
Yeah,
to get into
I
it.
know,
But
I know. My brother was looking and looking and looking for something for him to for something for him to build
oh
for his train layout, and he couldn't really find anything like building wise.
yeah. Oh, I need my colors. Oh, actually, I think it's in here. Should have. I think this is the one. I used to have two different colors that I had to do, and then I found a better one. That's it. So it's not as bright as the other one was. It was more of like a bluish kind of green.
Oh, okay.
In fact,
I remember.
I used both of
Oh,
these before.
that's like what is that? Like an olive green?
This was called Bush.
Yeah.
But if you look at the real sign, like it's pretty close, and it still looks kind of like faded. Like it's like
Yeah.
almost like a wash.
Worn. Yeah.
Yeah, but it kind of changes the look. Not so cartoony as the first ones I was doing. But you can still tell. I mean, it's not like the best coloring job, but you can see the wood grain coming through.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Because I remember when you were first doing this, and people were wondering why you were doing it in pen.
yeah, well, yeah, I did it. Um, with a Sharpie at first, and these are basically like Sharpies. They're alcohol markers.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're a little better quality though, and they don't dry out as fast as the Sharpies did. But I guess the reason that's kind of weird. It's like a dark spot because of the grain.
The grain. That's like today or yesterday. I was staining my doors, my cabinet doors, and it left a dark spot because of
Yeah,
the
the grain.
the grain in the wood.
Once this dries a little bit, I can try to come back and blend it in a little better. Um, but yeah, the reason I chose the Sharpie was because I wanted it to look like a stain. So you
Aged.
get the
Yeah.
grain, yeah.
Yeah. Now, how long does it take to cut out the sign? You have a glow forge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your
So
design.
there's two different. Well, actually, there's three different materials. This is a maple plywood, and then we have. Um, I usually would use well, I used to use walnut. It was a little like depending where you get it, it was either too dark or too light. It was kind of blended in. This is Sepley, I think is what it's called.
How do you say that?
Sepley.
Oh, okay.
It's like a walnut kind of color, so the contrast between these two just is perfect.
Yeah, it looks nice.
So majority of my signs, I use these two colors because
A combo. Yeah.
yeah, such a contrast. And then of course we have uh, some acrylic pieces which I cut out for the lanterns.
Oh, right, right.
Which I mean that doesn't take much because you're just cutting. But this takes the most because it engraves. Even though these lines are scoring lines, they don't take much
Hmm.
to cut. But this one is a little thicker, so it's an engrave. It takes a bit of time.
Yeah.
That's an
Like
engrave.
how many passes would you say it takes to
I'm doing one pass,
oh,
but
one pass?
I'm doing it
Your
slow,
strength, but yeah,
slow
and your
and,
power.
and yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And this takes a while too. But everything, all of these maple parts are on one cut, like
Oh, wow.
one sheet.
Yeah, one sheet. Yeah.
So they all get cut out at the same time. Same thing. Actually, all of the darker parts, I can actually put 3 signs on one sheet because it's not that
Right.
much, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then these, I pretty much from my router bases that I make, like
Yeah.
the distance between each one or whatever, I find
Ye-
holes. I make them. So
That
basically,
way you don't waste material.
yeah, exactly. Um, so yeah, I would say in general, this probably takes 45 minutes.
Okay.
And then all of these probably half an hour to cut the 3. And those are just, probably 10 minutes because it's a thicker one for
Yeah.
or like whatever.
Yeah.
But, you put it all together, that's like, you know, over an hour and a half or so. Um, so yeah, I try to
It
have
probably
more.
takes longer to set everything up on the computer first than to cut it,
Um,
right?
I mean, it can, yeah. But I would say designing process when I was first doing this, like you have several days over several hours a day.
Yeah.
Like, but in the long run, it's worth it. So, but that's why I don't have as much signs as I would like because it's time consuming trying to get it all.
Yeah. You need more than one Glowforge.
Yeah. But we'll see. There's more I want to do.
Yeah.
Plus, there's maps now too. So
Yeah, those are cool. The one with Allie.
with Ali, yeah, and those probably take half an hour or so to burn because that's all engraving. All I see is my shadow. Usually, I have the light like right above it.
Yeah, and you're left-handed.
Yeah, they go out in the bottom, I guess. I am trying to be careful because sometimes it can absorb under the masking tape,
Oh, under the tape. Yeah.
so I don't want to just
So-
make a mess,
yeah.
because then I have to go in there and use one of these
Sand
sticks,
it.
try to sand.
Yeah, I saw those little sanding sticks. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah,
I saw them over at Woodcraft.
yeah. These ones are from Rockler, but yeah, you can even get some on Amazon now too.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. It's nice because they're for fine detail work. You can get into the little nooks and crannies with those little sander sticks.
Yeah. In fact, I even have some. just a bunch of like generic
Oh, yeah.
sizes. So they're pretty much like fingernail files.
Yeah.
Not. I mean, that's what they came from, I guess. But there's a bunch of different sizes in here. I gave some to my brother, so he took one of the smaller ones. But
Yeah. Yeah, whatever works, right?
right. Also, the good thing with using this marker is I can paint right here where I'm actually going to glue, and that doesn't matter,
Yeah. So what kind of glue are you going to be using?
So
Is
I
it
always use,
the CA glue?
yeah, this is a Star Bond.
Okay.
I used to use Bob's glue. I forget what it was, Bob something. But it's all the same. As long as it's like a CA glue. And
Right.
then an accelerator in some parts, not all, but this will allow it to dry right away, which is good so you don't have to pull down that part.
Bob, I like to make stuff.
Not that long. But yeah, Bob Clabbit. Bob's a good guy.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy to hang out with and talk to. He makes some really neat stuff.
Yeah.
Except don't let him try to use anything on the lathe, because I saw that video of his trying to. He said he's scared of the lathe because it popped off, the material popped off the lathe.
Yeah.
And he goes, "That's why I don't like using the lathe."
I believe it. I mean, same thing as, I guess they say like the lathe and the drill press in the same category as like the worst tool that can like
Oh, really?
damage you or hurt you the most if you're not careful,
Yeah.
Because sometimes if
Yeah, with our drill press, I love it. It's just that you have to make sure that everything is fastened
yeah,
or
that's what I'm saying.
secured on
You're
the
turning
plate.
something and it's not completely clamped down or you don't have a hold on it.
Yeah.
I've been doing the Lafitte landing signs, and I have those metal brackets that go around it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
drill into it, and it's metal,
right.
and I'm holding it. Basically, I have a clamp, but the way it works, the drill turns this way, so the bar will hit the clamp and make it stop.
Stop. Yep.
I'm holding
It's its own. Yeah.
And then I got to wear like welding gloves because it gets hot.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it'll just get out of control or it'll stop, and I'm like,
Yeah.
So yeah, this fun times being a maker. I will say this part is probably the most time consuming.
Time consuming. Yep.
But as soon as we get past this, we start putting stuff together. You
See,
start
if
shape.
If you have a little kid, this would be perfect. They can color it in.
Right? Like, can you color this? Yeah, I wish I could just like find a spray paint or something that would be close and take everything off and just lightly spray it and be done.
Yeah.
But I haven't found anything like that.
I wonder if you contact like Krylon or what's the other one? I forgot the other.
Rust-Oleum.
Yeah, Rust-Oleum. There we go. So because they have the double coat one.
Yeah.
The 2 times coat. So I wonder if they do make this kind of a color for you, or if they can customize a color for you.
Yeah, would it have to be one of those kind of almost transparent ones so you can see the
Right.
pigment
Right.
still?
Yeah. Yep.
They do have some
Got
like
a lot of water in it. So
yeah, but they make stuff like that to paint glass. And I have some, and it just doesn't come out right on wood. So
oh yeah. Oh yeah, that pro something, those bottles with that
um, it's just
so
spray
like
paint.
oh it is. Okay.
Um,
Because the one I'm using is for etching into glass. So you paint it black or white or whatever, and you run it through the laser, and it etches.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's like
this
a water based paint.
the ones I'm talking about are actually just a transparent paint or translucent.
Yeah,
Um, I forgot what
kind
they're
of,
called, but
kind of like a clear coat type,
yeah,
but it has a color to
it
it.
has a color. Yeah. Some of them are completely transparent, like, and some of them are like translucent, like foggy, like looking.
Yeah, right.
Um, I think I want to say it's sea glass, or if that was a color. I think I might. Sorry, it might have been one of the colors. Um, but you can look it up. If I had more time, I'd have it. Look it up.
Yeah,
It's not what this video is about. So,
yeah.
um, but yeah, like I said, I've tried a couple different ones on various different signs, and it just kind of soaks in too much. Still, it's made for
Right.
glass,
And it bleeds too much.
right?
It'll get under the tape and everything.
Yeah, I mean maybe. Like I said, if they would make it like a actual clear coat that was colored,
Yeah.
like the way that a clear coat works, where it doesn't get absorbed really. Just darken that one a little bit so it matches. Because sometimes I'll use a clear coat to seal in all this stuff, like
Right. Like
and
a yeah. That's what I do with some of the um, cutting boards I make. Not for eating, just for display.
yeah.
So when I run it through the laser, and then afterwards I'll spray a clear coat on it to protect it, like a polyurethane or something on there.
Yeah. See if I had a spray paint, like we cut down this time, I can make them cheaper. This is part of the reason I have to
Yeah,
make them the price they are, and that's
it's the well,
probably not enough.
the
But
time wise and
yeah,
stuff. So well, and then the cost for those pens. Those pens aren't cheap.
no, they're like $6-7,
Yeah,
which I may get a half a dozen signs out of one marker. So
yeah,
I usually have a few. I mean, like I said, I have two of them right now.
yeah.
And actually, I think I bought four of them a while back, so I've already went through a couple. So if we do the Adventureland sign next week, maybe totally like half the time because you don't have to
You,
color and
you don't have to color everything in. And
there's no electronics. There's not that many parts. The most on there is the letters, and that's just peeling off and making them look decent with sanding or whatever if it needs it.
right. My dog's at the door, but my door's closed, so she ran upstairs. And
She's like,
it's
I
funny
want.
in the morning, she'll either come in or she'll sit at the first step there and wait for me to come downstairs.
Oh yeah. I think she wants to be on the live stream.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's all for that. Let's take off the masking tape and see if there's anything we gotta fix.
Yeah. So the masking tape, you put it on the whole sheet, right? And then you cut it. Is that how you do it?
I will hold one of the I will hold one of these sheets up to my mat. I have a roll. So
Okay.
And I'll hold it up, get the size of it, I'll cut it, and then I'll put it on.
Oh, I see.
And mostly I'll try to overlap the edges. So when it lays down, it doesn't start to peel up.
Yeah.
Because I had that issue as well where it starts burning and the masking tape starts peeling up. And then you have a fire.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. That's one of the good reasons. That's one of the reasons to buy the Glowforge stuff because it comes with the masking tape already on.
Already on it, yeah.
And it sticks well. But it is expensive. Like compared to the price I pay for this stuff, it's like 1/3 the cost.
Wow.
What I pay. So there is no point in buying Glowforge stuff. Unless you just can't find it somewhere else, which for the most part you can. Especially now, everybody's getting into laser, and when I first started, it was harder to find stuff.
Oh yeah, yep.
There you can see right there on the end, we got a sand.
Oh yeah, a little bit of bleed in there, yeah. So my dog just came in. I had to call her up. Kalea. She has her new toy with her. Come here. Come up here. Want to say hi? Where's say hi to Uncle Jason? Call her again.
Kalea.
Who's that? Her face. There she is.
Oh, she got your toy. Kalea.
Okay. She's looking for you.
Yeah. Oh, somebody came to join me too.
Yeah.
Did you hear Kalea? Is she your friend from a distance? Come on.
They're pen pals.
Yeah.
Xena.
Who's that?
She's so funny. Xena. She's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep.
I can tell she's been running around. She's all pissed. Ow, that hurts. Okay, get down. Yeah, she's been running around outside. Be awesome if we could. Oh, you put yourself away. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, did he?
Yeah. I went to close my door.
uh, I was like, it'd be awesome if one of these days we can get them together.
Oh yeah. She'll probably want to play all day long.
Yeah. Oh, there's
How,
some
how
little.
many how many pieces are in the Jungle Cruise sign?
I don't know.
Because you have the main sign, and then you have the two other side pieces, and then the shield and the spears.
Right. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, because that goes on the back. 7, 8, those go on the back.
Oh, right. Yeah, for hanging.
Yeah, 9, it goes on the back. 10, 11, 12 for the tiki. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Those are the other ends that go for the cross. So
Oh yeah.
that's 24. If I didn't miscount.
No, you're at 24.
And then each lantern has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So another 18. 18 plus 24. And then the rest is electronics. But then if we have the
Yeah.
jingle eye, that's
Oh
got
right.
3 pieces and 3 magnets.
Okay.
So I don't know what the count is.
Yeah.
I guess that will be 24 plus 18 is 42. Am I doing that correctly? And then 3. I don't know if we're counting magnets and electronics, but obviously we'll have 2 LEDs. There's wire, and there's battery pack. There's
Wow. There's a lot of stuff that
yeah,
goes with it. Then.
we have a lot of these shrink tubes, and someone's being fun on chat.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, there's a lot. So we're gonna be here for a while. But like I said, after we get done coloring, it'll kind of get a little better, a little faster until we get to electronics, and then it'll kind of slow down again a little bit. Give me a second here. I think I need to handle something.
How long does it normally take you to do one sign, like put it together? Like roughly like 3 hours to do?
Um, this one maybe about that. Like I said, it kind of depends on how much parts there are and coloring on this one. But like I think the Adventureland sign you could probably do in under an hour.
Oh, right, right. Yeah, because you said there's not much coloring involved in that one.
Right. So yeah, this one, the coloring and then like I said, electronics kind of get you. And the other signs don't have that, so they fly. I had to hide the other dude nonsense.
Say it's K. Looks awesome.
Oh, thank you.
This,
How you doing, Kay? She follows me on pretty much all my socials.
oh, that's cool.
I believe you found me from Heyman, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. So there's a little bit on this C as well. This, what I like about these sticks is that you can just rotate to a good part of the sandpaper.
Paper. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so it was from Hey Man
Okay, yeah.
for K. That's cool.
So certain areas like this, like it's gonna get covered up, so you don't need to worry about sanding that, you know. But yeah, not too much to sand off there, so that's good.
Was that a different color, green or
No, it's the same.
same one?
So on here, we're going to be using the green. I have this red for parts of the shield, and then I use just a basic silver Sharpie for the arrowheads.
Oh, okay.
In fact, and Sharpie in this case is the only one I've seen. Even though I have like a gray and stuff, this is the only one I've found that's actually like a silver.
It looks metal like.
Exactly. The other stuff is just gray, and I'm like, that's even though it's called silver. Actually, I think that's the last part that is green. This one you got to be careful because it might be harder to see, but each one of these little X's have to stay on. I have to color red around it.
Oh, wow.
Then you get these little things on your fingers and they won't come off. The good thing about these markers, one side's a little sharper.
So it kind of has like a little point to it.
Yeah, which helps out quite a bit when you're doing this. Though it looks like part of this is dry. So I just cut off part of it.
Yeah, that's tedious.
Yeah. But if you weren't doing that, and even after this, you might see some, bleeding. So sometimes I'll use other masking tape to take off the masking tape.
And it works good.
Oh, that part's coming off anyway. But yeah, you can see that came out actually pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good. That works good doing that like that.
It's just tight quarters. All right, so I'll come to color the spearheads when I get to them. So I think just continue taking off the masking tape on these parts and you start gluing stuff down, provided there's nothing to sand. Like that part. All right, I'm going to glue this part on.
Make sure you still have glue in there.
There's about a quarter of the bottle left. I probably need to take off this dried up glue. There we go. This one should dry pretty quickly. See, the good thing about having all these little curves and stuff, because
you hold on to it.
well, I mean, I can hold it in place, and it's in the exact place it needs to be.
See, if that's me doing that, the glue would be all over that sign already.
So for the rounded edges, if you put that much glue, it'll just smear out and kind of
oh yeah, it'll
absorb like with paint though. Like so if I
doesn't it discolor it when you
a little bit, yeah. So if I just barely tap it in, it'll dry as I do it.
Yeah, you don't get too much squeeze out.
Yeah. Like here it's fine, but these parts I can see a little bit right here.
You don't use any accelerator on this.
It's not necessary. Only the bigger parts, because they'll take longer to dry or whatever. So yeah, that's already dry.
Nice, man. Just adding those two little things makes
right? like I said, it's just coming together. I gotta sand a little bit on there.
Yeah, let me get me out of the way again.
Yeah, I wish we could control where the cameras are. But actually, I'll move it up so you can bring yourself back. If you want to.
I'm gonna have to give me some of those sanding sticks because those things are so handy.
Yeah. And this one, you can get
So
different.
each color is a different grit, right?
Yeah. But you can get different grits on the sandpaper too. But there's different color tools. But I leave this bigger one. I think this is a 120, and this is an 80 grit.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's the only two I really need.
Me too. Those are the two that I use. Yeah.
Anything else is not necessary, you know.
Hey, John. Yes, his stuff is always looking really good.
Yeah, thank you. If you guys are interested in buying one, just look up our oh, actually, just go to irealm.ws and it'll take you to the link tree, and then you can find my Etsy account, and I have some available. Although I'll have to go through this when you buy one, make it for you. But like I said, there's also build kits available if you want to do this yourself. You can save half the price. And we have this sign. We have the this one, Adventureland. We have
That's the one you're going to do next week, right? The
Adventureland.
Adventureland.
We're going to do next week.
Okay.
We have Small World. I don't have an order for that, but I mean we can make one. And then I just made that Adventure Explorers sign. I might make that available as well, but it's not up there just yet. So, okay, so now we got to do these. This needs to get turned. Now I have two dogs. I don't think Zero will jump up on me though.
No.
He's not going to make it into the. He's an older pup. Oh wow, what is this? It's like black on the wood. It's like maybe there was a knot there or something.
Oh, on that piece.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Just coloring. See if I can sand that off.
How long have you been making these type of signs?
It's got to be 3 years now, I think.
3 years? Yeah.
Maybe almost. It's got to be 3 because Bob's 90th was like not last year, it was the year before, right? I think
so, yeah.
So it could be actually 4 years. Because I was already making signs well into that when I went to his party. So, yeah, I'm going to say 4.
Yeah, of course it's right on the knot like that.
Yeah. It's not coming off.
Yeah, that's part of the wood.
Yeah, there was a knot there. Try the rougher one. I mean, I'm literally sanding down now into the layer, so
Yeah, you don't want to do that too much.
it got a little bit. It's all right. That's the whole point of making the sign wood.
Yeah.
You get the faults and all. I'll just throw it on this side and it'll be fine.
Well, it adds character. So
Right. That's what I'm saying.
isn't that what we always say with wood? It adds character.
It's funny before I did these, I was doing like those welcome signs that were kind of tiki style, you know. And I would go to Home Depot and this guy's like, this wood's got like, you know, knot holes and like cracks in it. I'm like, perfect, you know.
Yeah.
That's what you want with that, you know. I was gonna make it
Right.
look worse anyway, so
Yeah. Looks already distressed.
right. Like that's already dried. Just put it
That's
down.
quick. Yeah. You didn't even have to put any activator on it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I do notice some green showing through there. Must have colored it too low.
Oh yeah, and you took the masking tape off already, huh?
Well, yeah, but usually I leave that line, but I think there's only just a little bit right there. So I'm gonna see if I can get this down in there. It might have been some squeeze out from the glue too. Yeah, it's not.
That's good. Yeah.
It's a little bit there, but you
Yeah.
can't get the sandpaper. But I'll have to try it again. Get a little more grit on there. Maybe I'll try this way. There we go.
It's funny not funny, but different to see. I'm so used to everybody being right-handed, and you're left-handed, so
Yeah.
it's a little different watching someone build something left-handed.
I'm handicapped.
Well, you're ambidextrous though, so
I am. Because half the time I will use my right hand for things, like throwing a baseball or um, holding a bat or whatever. I'm all right-handed. Hockey, I'm right-handed. Guitar, it's technically right-handed. My brother, like he'll throw left-handed and everything, so I pretty much only write and like do this kind of stuff left-handed. So everything else is right-handed. But as you said, like on a chalkboard, if it's like upright, you know, like a whiteboard or something, I can actually write with both hands.
Yeah, I remember you saying when you're writing your name, you're using both hands to write your name.
Yeah, like in high school or whatever, school in general. I used to write my first and last name on the board or whatever, or any kind of writing that you're doing. I would sometimes do it with both hands.
Yeah. Hey, the doctor's in.
Do you know him?
So, yeah, that's Joe.
Oh, okay.
That's Bruce's dad.
Oh, there you go. As I say, well, right after this video, I'll be editing the Splash Mountain video with Bruce. So that will be up tomorrow. Hopefully, I finish it. But I mean, it's a regular video, and not like
Oh, your internet's cutting.
it's like halfway.
There, it's coming back.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
still shows kind of weak signal.
Yeah.
See, I thought that would happen because I'm sharing the two cameras. It's coming back. That's not coming off either. There it goes.
So Joe's asking, is it me or did the Jungle Cruise actually get worse over time?
I mean, I guess that depends on your perspective on things, but a lot of people think it got better, so I don't know. For me, I don't remember going on it as much when I was younger. So I think it's kind of always been the same. But they did change things out, just like Disney always does, because the spearheads are now canoe oars, so you don't have these on the side anymore.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, they have changed some things like that.
Yeah. They did a lot of changes.
Yeah, I mean, inside the ride on the characters and adding.
Well, and then I remember when I was a kid, the spiel with the lions killing the zebra or eating the zebra, whatever. Now they kind of changed it to where he's sleeping and the lions are protecting him.
Right. They get a little carried away with their what do you call it? Woke life, woke experience, cancel culture, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, that's looking cool. I can't wait till you add the lights. That's going to look cool too.
What? Yeah. I know. Back. And you just wipe your snot on you.
Yeah.
Hi. All right. You go down.
So when I was a kid, they didn't have fire.
They didn't have. Oh. Yeah.
No fire. Yeah, he's got. You should see some of the other signs he makes. It's pretty cool. We're gonna do the Adventureland sign next week, so you'll get to see that being built. And then he also has. Oh wait, hang on one sec. Let me show you the Small World one. Joe's asking you something.
I am. I just stuck my fingers into it. uh, yes. So, um, literally using flicker LED lights. Um, we're going to connect them to a battery, which runs two of these watch batteries. And we have, I wish I had one built, but we'll essentially do something like this. With the LED in the middle, and they go on the side. So it'll kind of look like a lantern. And all the electronics will go on the backside, so you won't see anything. And then the switch will kind of come out here. You can flick it on and off. So it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, so Dr. Gonzalez, so he Jason made this on a laser.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he cut everything out on his laser, and then in pieces, and we counted. There's got to be over 50 pieces to this whole set, this whole sign.
Yeah.
And putting everything together. So I wanted to show you. This is the other sign Jason makes. This is a miniature version of it, but this is the Small World sign.
Yeah.
With the little pinwheels and stuff. So.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's available. Jungle Cruise isn't on that set. It should be. I guess I should make another one. But there's like five signs I believe we have on there on the mini set.
Yeah.
Could probably make SEA, Jungle Cruise, Adventureland on there. Make another like a Adventureland set, I guess.
Hi, Harleen. That's Bruce's sister.
All right. How you guys doing? Okay. I could put this down here too. Oh, I guess let's send it off first. Shake my desk.
Hey, is it raining by you guys, Dr. Gonzalez? He lives not too far from Disneyland.
Oh, okay.
Down there, yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could get back there as it'd be better, I think, for everything I'm trying to sell, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
Just for videos in general. I grew up in Redondo Beach, so I'm a SoCal kid.
Yep, me too. Long Beach and Lakewood. I was born in Long Beach, grew up in Lakewood. Went to school with Joe. So I've known him since 7th grade. So
Nice.
yeah, it's looking cool, Jace.
So I'm gonna start gluing some stuff on back here.
Well, I guess Long Beach is part of it is the hood. So
You grew up in Redondo or Long Beach?
Lakewood. I was born in Long Beach, and what it's all those little cities are all run together anyway. So
Yeah. Um, I was born in Torrance.
oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but pretty much, most of my life is in Redondo. Went to
Yeah,
Redondo High.
I used to go to the pier all the time to play all the games and stuff, and go fishing on the pier.
Yeah, I believe when it burned down that one time was on my birthday. I think.
Oh,
That's how I
nice.
remember it. I know I was in school one day and it's like, it's on fire.
They said those signs would be great on a model train.
Almost expect that to come from Alex.
Yeah. Yes, the Redondo Pier Arcade.
Yeah.
Yep. Used to go there, play the arcades, and one of my favorite games was the coin pusher game. I just remember playing that all the time.
That's like a thing on YouTube now. Just like people who play slots, there's people that go and they play the coin pushers and
The coin, yeah.
like
Yep.
high limit ones. Like people win like millions of dollars and they
Wow.
cost millions of dollars sometimes to even play. Like
Well, because you get drawn in,
yeah,
like the coin is, oh, it's gonna fall, and it doesn't.
yeah, and then like some of these ones they have like things stacked up and you can get them restacked if you pay a certain amount and it's kind of crazy. I've watched some of them late at night when I fall down the rabbit hole. So besides having these stick up because of like the hanging and stuff,
Mhm.
and then I have this here. It also provides some
It's
room for the electronics.
all room for that. I was gonna say, so it doesn't do this.
Well,
But,
that's what
yeah,
that does too. It
yeah,
helps it not be warped.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, this is a little higher, not much, but it's enough. So if you're hanging it, then you're fine, and then the wires will go here. Um, I'll have the magnet here, which I'm not doing on this one because I don't have the Jinko eye. But you usually glue the eye here or the magnet for the eye,
Oh, for the eye.
and I gotta have the actual thing in order to align it. And then I'll put a magnet here, and when you're not using the eye, you can actually store it right here.
Oh, that's cool.
That was actually a guy who bought one. He's like, "Hey, you should put a thing in the back," and I'm like, "That's a good idea." Yeah. Um, I listen to my customers. If it's a good idea, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And actually, um, this idea to have these um, lanterns was uh, God, oh my God, I'm skipping on her name, but you know who I'm talking about.
So Joe's asking if we remember the underwater arcade.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it there. I don't
Yeah.
remember being in there. Oh, if that makes sense. I remember the remote control boats. I remember the monorail stopping there and
Yeah.
over,
So
but
I remember going out of the monorail, going down the not alley, the hallway corridor, and then going down the steps, and then going over to the boat. Joe and his $5. Going there, and then going down the steps from the. I guess it was like a little hut or something. I can't remember exactly, but it was where you had the remote control boats.
great.
And then there was a stairway that went down, and then there was an arcade under that pond, I guess you would
Yeah,
call it.
I mean, I've seen photos and I remember it. Like I just don't remember being in there, I guess. But I remember the boats.
Yeah,
So I don't know. It's kind of weird, but
that was a pretty cool place, and I never knew about it. It was Joe that the one time we went to Disneyland. Our school had off, and we went there. And he's like, "Hey, have you seen this place?" I'm like, "No." So I'm used to the Starcade. So and up by in Tomorrowland,
right.
and then he showed me this place, and it's like, wow, this is kind of neat back here. And then with just recently with Heyman, he following him around the whole hotel and that area up there, and where they have the Heyman barricade. So and seeing all that was really neat because I never, I only stayed at the park. I never ventured out to the hotel and looked around, stuff like that. So,
Yeah. So
uh,
then, did they officially name it the Heyman Barricade? Kind of like,
well, that's what I named it because they put the barricade there after he had videotaped or recorded the whole construction thing, and they had a staircase that went up, and he would film from up there, looking down, and then the next time he went, they had a barricade there. So there's the Heyman barricade,
yeah.
so you couldn't film there.
I was making fun. Uh, is there tape on there? What's his name? Dave at Fresh Bake. He calls every scrim like because of him. They put it up, so he can't film.
I like how he gets. I like how he gets into the knot holes and tries to film in there.
But Dave, I'm sorry, it's not just you.
Yeah.
Some, but it's not just you.
It's funny.
So this part as well, I added kind of braces to make this stronger.
Oh, right.
But then I was like, oh, I always put some text here because this is where you store your jingle eye. But it actually helps to support this whole thing.
That's cool. That's a good support, and
yeah, because that was the only thing holding it, and that can get kind of weak.
Yeah.
So yeah, this makes
That's
everything
a good idea.
And go ahead and just throw this magnet in there. Actually,
I never heard of that, Joe. Getting on the monorail at a certain time used to get you into Disneyland for free.
I don't know about that either, but you never know. Back in the day, I'm actually
this was in the 80s, I think. So yeah,
I was going to put the magnet there. Actually, I'm just going to harden that glue, but I don't want to put the magnet there until I know which side the magnet is over here. Because
for the jingle eye, right?
Right. Because if I put it in the wrong way, it's not going to stick there. It's going to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to hold off on that. So sometimes you don't get a perfect lineup. You can see right there. Not a big deal, but I'll color those black.
Yeah, so you don't. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we're already, time wise, we're doing all right.
An hour and a half, yeah. And Harleen says, "Cool sign."
Nice. Yeah. So I was gonna say about the halfway point, but we actually are at the halfway point then. So, set this aside, and we're gonna get to the spears and this.
Nice. Oh, this is a. I see.
What? You see what?
What you're doing next is the spears and the tiki head and.
Yeah, that way I can finish the front of that. I guess I already peeled off. Oh no, I didn't. And we'll finish off the front, and then the lanterns will be last.
Yeah, it's looking cool.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite
This
ones.
and this is another tedious part.
Peeling off all this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember watching. I forgot which one it was. It may have been this one of the one of your make how to make put together videos, and what do you call it? The um, doing all the getting rid of all the tape from the letters.
Yeah. Oh
Hey,
yeah,
this,
on Adventureland.
yeah, yeah,
Because you kind of had the wood grain, um, the line like the sticks, you know. So there's
yeah.
like it's cutting off all the tape, so you got little chunks
Because
here and there. Um, yeah,
this
just
Phil guy is on here now.
oh god, it is cool.
And Phil just got his X tool, right?
X tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been making some pretty cool um, signs, like sport logos for his friends. But he started his own Etsy shop. Um, why don't you put your logo or your not your logo, your link on there? Yeah, 20 watt. We know. I told him.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm still thinking I'll probably get the 10 watt and then upgrade to 20 later on because I can't get the 20 watts expensive.
Yeah, but like I said, you can pay monthly.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I've seen some of the signs Phil made. That's pretty cool. The what was that one? The Marvel one that you made? That was really neat.
Yeah,
The Mayan calendar, but it was with the Marvel.
yeah. Somebody made that design. It's really intricate. There's a couple of them out there. There's a Star Wars version too.
Oh, 80 a month. Okay. That's not too bad then.
Put your link to Etsy on there. In there. Okay. I'll exclude this from my head first. Oops, there's still something. Or don't put your link to Etsy in there. You should put your link in there.
He's talking to you, Phil. Oh, he says it's delayed.
Oh, is it? I have strong signal. I don't even know how
Yeah.
that happened.
Uh, I wouldn't be able to do my hands would be like this the whole time trying
Like, like
to
if you glue yourself to it.
yeah, yeah, that too.
Yeah, I just got glue all over that one. You actually don't need to worry about it too much. I'm going to put a flat coat over it, and it will pretty much get rid of all the glue, like shininess. You won't see it at all.
Huh. Okay.
So, a little duck head guy.
Hmm.
Oh, well, that's weird. Um, send it, text it to me, and I'll put it in myself. Got a message from Christy. Sorry, give me one sec, guys. That's weird.
What happened?
Oh, okay. I'm like, my brother sent me the link, but I was trying to get to the messenger.
Why am I on the main screen?
I don't know. Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
My cameras went away.
It won't let me do anything. Well, here's my stuff. Here's my Boba Fett helmet and
Yeah,
my at.
you have a maximized button on your camera over here.
I do?
Well, we all do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's new. Remember how I was telling you we couldn't hide the other cameras? Well, now we can.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Oh, that's cool.
But I think for the sake of this one, we're going to do this. I don't know why I can't see my brother's.
It's my show now.
Seriously. Facebook is being weird. I don't understand. I don't want. Well, thank you. Trying to get to mine and not the interactive realm page, and it wouldn't do it. This is the best content ever.
So
there you go.
Oh, there it is.
So if you guys want to shop my brother's site, or my brother's Etsy shop, there you go. Like I said, he's making some pretty cool signs, and the way he's building them is kind of similar to how these ones are done, the layers.
That's cool.
In fact, I want to make like our podcast logo like that. Maybe give us each one or something. So
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and that's all you get.
And Joe's asking, what software we're using to stream?
This is called Restream.io. I've tried a couple of the other ones, and this has like, it may not have the best features, but it's the most stable, it seems. But the features it does has for the price that you're paying is pretty good. There was one that
we tried.
I don't remember the name now, but it was a better price, and you got the 1080 streaming. This is only 720. Most of them are, you got to pay a lot more for the 1080. But even though that one had a good price, they did not have things together. They were things just not working left and right. So I had to leave that one. But this one, I think even Steve, I mean, we're pretty happy with this. We've used it on how many videos and podcasts.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty good. And now that they have that full screen
Yeah, without the windows, the little,
Yeah,
excuse me, the little windows. Yeah, we're good.
that was one thing I told them to do. I don't know if that was me, but
Yeah,
it's cool that it's there. Now, if they can fix the naming thing, I mean,
yeah,
having my name on this window, this window or video camera, like that's kind of dumb because it's not me. It's just my second cam. I should be able to have a different name on it. So, but it,
yeah.
for some reason, it takes the same name. Which, if I did that, uh, I do. Oh, it doesn't show it on this one. If I do that, then you can see how it has my name on it. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, yeah,
But at least you can turn that off. So, and you can also like you can have different graphics. Like if I wanted that to be on there,
yeah. That's cool.
we have our overlay. So, what did he say?
Oh, he was wondering where I got my shirt. So
Oh,
my shirt is the bounty. It's hard to see.
well, you're gonna bring yourself forward.
The bounty hunters. So I got it on Amazon. Actually, I was trying to find a bounty hunter shirt, and that was the only place I found it on.
Okay, back to the sign.
Yeah.
Oh,
Phil said there's only a few sports signs at the moment.
right, but you're just getting started. But
Yeah.
I mean, you can make anything custom just like I can. So,
Yeah, because he's got that 20-watt laser.
yeah,
Yeah, that's so cool.
but yeah. So, oh,
Is now you have the Phil? You have the Pro, right? The what is it? The D1 Pro? I think it's called. It's red, right?
you can get it in silver too.
Because the one I saw was black. Oh, he said, "Yep." And Joe's asking, "What kind of mic are we using?" Oh, and Phil has the red one.
Yeah,
I used to have the blue Yeti, and that broke. The USB-C cable connection, the way they made it is a bad design, and it broke. So I kept cutting in and out, and it was very annoying. So now I have a toner. I don't know. This is the first time using it, so hopefully it sounds good. We'll see. It looks pretty cheapy, feels pretty cheapy.
it's
But
not as clean sounding.
oh, okay.
So I don't know if it's maybe just clipping. Like
Oh, right.
maybe a little too loud. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But it doesn't sound bad. It just doesn't sound as good, I guess.
Okay. See, because when I hear my voice or it doesn't sound very good. So
Right. I usually use. I don't know if I can pull it in.
yeah, which one do you have, Jace? Which one's that one? Yeah, you have to run yours through a box, huh?
Yeah. So mine's.
I don't know what that.
I never heard of the company either, but
Zing you.
I saw it on someone else's thing, and they said it was pretty good, and so far it has been. Although when I was first using it, I was talking to it like this.
Oh, right.
Do it this way because of cardio.
Yeah.
So, but then it comes with this whole thing that makes it so It's got shocks and all that. But then I ran it through the Focusrite. I don't know. I'll fix that later.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's the Amazon special, Phil. So
But
one of those what do they call those? Those deal of the day, lightning deals. There we go.
oh yeah.
Yeah. That was mine.
But right now I'm actually in fact I just got a second webcam just to do this. So this is a second webcam and I'm using this mic. I have this other webcam here, which I usually use that mic for doing certain things. But normally I'll use that good one on the videos. But I didn't want the mic arm in my way. So
yeah, in your way. So.
Okay. So
oh, good. I'm glad that sounds good. Thanks, Joe.
Okay. No, like I said, it sounds good. It just doesn't sound as good as your other one did.
Yeah.
And I think you lowered it a bit, right? The volume.
What's that?
Did you lower the volume?
I moved it over a little bit.
It doesn't sound clicking as much as it was, so
okay.
Maybe you're just too close to it, I guess.
It could be. I can't even see the volume knob. I feel it, but I can't see it. So I don't even know which way if I'm turning it up or down. I have no idea.
Both of my webcams are Logitech. This is it's a 4K Brio, and this is a Brio 300. So one I just bought. So right now, like I said, I'm using the microphone from this one, which is pretty close to me. I mean, here's the distance between my mouth and that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Again, those ones don't sound as good as that microphone. But when you're doing this kind of stuff, it makes sense to not have the microphone arm in your way.
Yeah. Our cameras are like my cameras, I believe, is a 4K camera or 1080p, one of those two.
Right.
But like Phil said, the broadcast is only 720. So,
yeah, although I mean, we can upgrade to a 1080 broadcast. But I think everybody
can. Yeah,
you can if you want. It's like 50 or so bucks a month. Right now we're paying. I think it's 16 right now that we're paying.
Yeah.
Which I paid for the whole year. So, but I think 720 is fine for the live. And I mean, as you guys saw, like a couple times, cut out because of streaming, and now I'm streaming 2 cameras. If we were to stream those on 1080, it would probably cut out more. And I have a really good connection for internet, so
supposedly.
If you believe what Cox says.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we ran that speed test. Even on Wi-Fi, it came out to 460 something, and then my upstream was about 100 and something. So it should be fine, but
yeah, you're right. That pen makes it look metal, like metal.
It's metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think this thing is running dry. Keeps cutting in and out. Hopefully, I'll have enough to finish these.
Phil's asking if you got the 2 gig.
No, just the one. The 2 gig, it's like ridiculous. Like they want to charge like another 70 or 80 bucks just to have another gig, and it doesn't even change the upload. Although I have the 35 megabit upload, but I'm getting the 105. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I am. So yeah, don't tell anyone.
Where did you get that pen? Is it something you can just pick up at any store, or is it craft?
Well, it's a Sharpie. You can get this anywhere.
Okay.
just like they have the gold one too.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I'll have to get another couple of these. This is my last one. You should. A lot of people use these for autograph signing, especially on like black.
On like, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
So usually you can find like a 2 or 3 pack or whatever.
Yeah, it makes the spears stand out really good.
Yeah. So this one, well, this one is not. That's nothing.
Yeah, I can barely see that.
I have another one. I'm not even going to grab it, but it's called silver, and it's one of those, and it just looks gray. It's not shiny or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't see that. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't want to color.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it's got like dry spots in it or something.
Yeah. I mean, coloring the side, and I mean, technically, I don't even need to color the back side because you're not going to see it.
No, yeah, you're that's being glued, right?
Yeah. So, I just do it just because. But plus, it's really hard to tell the difference. Like, there's just a slight little angle, and that's the only way you know which side you're supposed to do it on. Sometimes I color, the wrong side or whatever, so I'll just color both. Yeah, see, when it comes out, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it from here that does look metallic looking.
Yeah, it's shiny, but you can still see the grain too, so that's the cool thing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what kind of wood was this one again? Did you use for the spears?
It's called Sepley.
Separately.
It's more of like a, it's got kind of like a reddish tint, but it's still like darker. So usually, the walnut from Glowforge was pretty dark, and I like that one.
Yeah.
But when I buy walnut from other places, sometimes it's not dark at all, and I'm like, can't really use that. So,
So let me ask you, on your Glowforge, do you have issues burning some kinds of wood where it doesn't show up right, or
like engraving?
yeah, like when you're engraving? Because I get that every now and then on certain types of wood where even though I'm at like 90% and only going 1,000 or 900, it misses pieces of the image.
It misses pieces.
Yeah. So it'll go. It looks like it's engraving until when it's done, you take it out and it's like 90% of the image is not even burned in there.
I mean, I've never come across that. If it sounds like maybe it's not consistently burning the right settings every time.
Yeah.
Done with
Yeah,
that.
it's weird.
I mean, I've had stuff come out too light because of my settings, but it would be consistent.
Yeah, it's weird because I'll have that type of wood. I'll put another piece, a different type of wood in there, and it burns like deep.
Huh.
Yeah. I'll have to show you next time. I'll show you what it looks like.
Yeah.
What's next? What's next?
What's next is something I forgot. So there's actually more pieces. So we got a little
Oh,
orange because this guy's got orange hair. Um, so I usually get a few strands. And then, okay. And then the arrows have a little, it's like almost um, like a grass skirt kind of material, but at least on
huh.
some versions have different stuff, but they kind of wrap it around, make it look like a knot, and it gets thicker. So I use this and I wrap it around.
Okay.
Um,
And
so
is that like a cloth?
this is a nylon thread.
Oh, not okay.
So the weird thing is this is nylon thread too, but it's like it's a lot stiffer than these. Like it doesn't fold as bad, like as good, you know. But I can't find another color as close as I want as this one. Like you can see how that one
Yeah. Let
is
me
fold
get
like
out of
that.
the way.
Oh, so I mean, you can see how this one, like this, doesn't do that. It's just a lot stiffer. Um, but I haven't found one, like I said, similar color. So stick with this for now. There you go. And then basically just keep cutting them in half.
How did you figure this part out?
Trial and error. So I used to get like the tassels that would be like on your graduation cap,
Yeah.
and I
Uh-huh.
would cut those up. And then I was like, "That's nylon cord. I can just buy this." Um, so yeah, this might be a little long, but I'll take this and wrap it around and just have some hanging down. And then this, it has squares. I think it's an inch each one of these.
Yeah.
So it was like pulling them
I have
out
the same. I
10
have the
inches.
same board.
Yeah. So I was pulling out 10 inches, and I think I did about 5 times. So I try not to make them too even.
Yeah, you want to kind of have a little stagger in there.
Yeah. So obviously, two of them get that color, and two of them get red. And I've seen sometimes the colors. You have these kind of set up like that.
Yeah.
Well, technically like this, I guess. This guy's in the middle. These parts extend. Anyway, sometimes it'll be red and then, or red here, I think, and then this kind of beige color here. And sometimes it'll be like red and then beige and beige. So that I've seen it different ways. And then at Christmas time, usually they would have red and green. But I can't really change it up unless I had made separate magnetic things for the Giggle Eye version, But it's not necessary, I guess. Supplies, most everything is Amazon for the glue, thread, electronic parts, any kind of tools are almost always Amazon. The markers you can get from Amazon or Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I actually haven't seen the thread there. I was hoping I could find something like this locally, but I couldn't.
Yeah, you can just pick it up.
And then the wood, like I said, I don't buy from Glowforge anymore. I go to a company called Smoky Hill. Smoky Hill.
Oh, that's the link you sent me.
Right.
Yeah.
And my brother's using them now too. And they are a lot cheaper than Glowforge. And then I had the masking tape, which I got from Amazon as well. It's a 12-inch wide roll that you pull out, and so it goes over the whole piece of wood. I actually feel I got to send you that link too. And then the woman who runs Smoky Hill, I believe, has a friend who runs this other one, is what I've been told. But there's another site called, I think it's Curlian Tile. I'll have to find a link for it. I'll put it in the description later. But she does acrylic. You can get some stuff from Smoky Hill, but they don't usually have colors.
Yeah.
The other girl has like a lot of different colors.
That's where you got that acrylic from, then, from her?
The stuff I did for like the tiki cast stuff that I did for
yeah.
Yep.
Those stir sticks and stuff.
Yeah. So these are a little longer, but it should be fine because these ones hang off the bottom anyway. And this one I didn't make as long. In fact, I might not even need all of this.
And these go on the spears, correct?
Those do. This one is his hair.
His hair, okay.
Or beard, or I think it's his beard, actually. Sorry. Yeah, this is probably too much, but yeah, I think I need to. I don't want them even, but it's a little more than what it should be.
How did you think of doing all this?
Like I said, I mean, just when I'm designing it, I see what needs to be there and just kind of think of the best way to do it. And like I said, the tassel idea was my first way of doing it. But then I had to cut the tassels, and then I had to try to make them all the right length, and it was kind of a pain.
This is way easier doing it like this.
So this is a bit long, so just trim that off. And then everything's sticking to me. So then I will kind of do this.
Don't spray the other way.
Yeah. So, oh, you can't see
Right.
that.
Yeah, your other way. There we go. Upside down. There you go. That's cool.
Just do that. So when he lays here, it's a little long actually, but I should trim it a little bit. It shouldn't hang
Oh, so
down.
does it? Yeah, so it doesn't hang over the
Yeah,
thing.
but I'm not going to trim it evenly.
So Harlene's asking, how many signs have you made so far?
Like different signs, or like how many have I made over time?
I'm thinking this sign maybe.
Like how many of these ones have I made?
Yeah, how many of those ones have you made? I'm guessing. Yeah, that's what she's asking.
Man, it's a good question. If I were to guess, because I don't know exactly, I would say it's probably close to 50.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, this and the Adventureland are most popular. Yeah, I mean these sell pretty good. So um, now the router bases that I do, man, I've made hundreds of those. So
Yeah.
actually, I can glue this guy. So he gets a little lopsided because of the hair, but I need room for the spear to go under him anyway. So if you put it up here and you line it to there, then that
Oh, right.
support it. So I just put a
So
little.
Harlene's asking over time, how many signs have you made total over time? Probably hundreds, if
Uh,
not thousands.
well, okay, so I guess the easiest way to answer this is if you look at my Etsy shop and you look at my total number of orders, it's like over 1,100. So they're not
Yeah.
all these kind of signs, but they are all signs or other crafts that I made.
Yeah, you'll have to see like his Pirates of the Caribbean sign and Captain's Quarter sign. They're all really cool looking signs. Haunted Mansion
Yeah.
signs.
Captain Quarters right here.
Yeah, it's right
I
there.
have the this one's not up there either. The smaller one is, but the entryway plaque.
Oh, into
Yeah.
under the bridge for the bridge
Yeah.
when you go into Disneyland.
This one right here is the Warrens Annabelle sign, which is another popular sign, but obviously not Disney. That's not up there right now, but that one's pretty popular. And in
And
fact,
the Iron Man bust.
yeah, I didn't make that one. I should have. Yeah, I wish I was like a sculptor and I can do that kind of stuff, but no.
There we go.
I think I need to.
Now you need the accelerator. Man, the one that I have, that stuff smells really bad.
I don't smell anything with this.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So that's on there.
Joe's saying that's a lot of signs.
It's a lot of signs. Yeah. I mean, I started before COVID hit, but it really took off when COVID came in, and that's when I started getting all these orders, so I practically lived off just making the signs during COVID. It's slowed down a bit now, but I'm still getting orders. So
which is good.
yeah.
Oh, you're breaking up again. You sound like Tron.
Oh,
There we go. Oh, you're
okay.
coming back a little bit.
Oh, it just went down again. I don't know. Let's keep going.
So Joe's asking this.
Like video game signs. I mean, I suppose I could, but I haven't.
Yeah, you should make like a Galaga sign or something,
Um,
or Pac-Man.
yeah, there.
Feels like
Yeah, we can make it. We can pretty much make it. All we have to do is find a graphic, and we can recreate it. I was trying to think, Phil. That guy you got the Ghostbusters sign from. He 3D prints stuff that are LED backlit. They're pretty decent. I bet he had some stuff. I remember he had like a Sega sign or something. But yeah, that's the other thing is backlighting some stuff with acrylic. We can do that kind of stuff too. Had that Dodger sign we made.
Oh yeah, yeah. So Joe, just to let you know, Phil is Jason's brother.
Yeah.
And just put your order in to either one of them.
Yeah. Well, I'll give it to Phil because he needs orders.
There you go.
So this part can get messy sometimes because it's so close.
It's no. What are you doing? You're putting the thread on the spears.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this one will come down there. I just put a little line of glue just to hold a little bit.
Okay.
Um, so now there's two ways. I got to make sure. Why do you keep coming off? Okay. So when you are on the side, you got left and right.
Yeah.
This thing needs to wrap around and hang down this way. Whereas when you
Oh,
flip
okay.
it over,
Yeah,
this way,
yeah. Then you got to do it the opposite way, right?
opposite way. So I always seem to mess that up. Um, yeah, so I'll just kind of twist that a little bit and then,
And then position it so you know which way it's going.
yeah, but I'll just kind of wind it up a little bit and kind of double back. So you get a little bit still hanging. And then wherever the backside would be, probably probably right there. So put some glue on the backside. And you can see it just absorbs right in
Yeah, it goes right into it.
and it just becomes hard.
Wow.
So
That's
then
pretty cool.
got a little hanging thing.
Yeah.
Could probably cut these little strands off. So I'll usually just line them up so I remember which way I did it.
Yeah. Can you push it down a little bit so we can see? Yeah, there you go. That's good.
So now I because of the way, hand I am, it's kind of hard to go back and forth. So I flip that back over, and I
And
went
then
this way.
now
I
you go
know I
the
hang
other
it
way.
down, so now I need to go this way. But I want to add a little strip of glue first. Oh, keeps hanging off. And then trying to make them even.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it just goes right into the material.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like I think these ones might be a little long,
But
but I might be able to wrap.
can you trim it afterwards when you?
Yeah, I
after
mean,
you
I
put
can
it?
trim it like that.
Yeah.
I might be able to wrap this one more time. So, and I talk about how this is kind of on an angle. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter too much because it's going to go underneath, like about that far. So, not that big of a deal if it doesn't match up. Which is again why I color both sides, because it doesn't really matter.
Somebody's mad. My dog. Oh yeah. So Bruce's birthday is coming up next month. So
Oh, all right. What would Bruce want?
yeah, what
Like what game or what sign or whatever? Don't say Splash Mountain. I don't have that sign made. But you see how stiff these ones are?
Oh yeah,
This one just
that's
falls.
weird. Yeah, yeah.
But
Huh.
it's on the sign, so it doesn't matter too much. But it's just like I hate that. Like I want to find a better,
Yeah.
but I
Speaking of
haven't.
Splash Mountain, so Bruce and his dad and Harleen gave me this for my birthday.
Oh yeah,
There's the metal
yeah, that's cool.
tin. So that's pretty cool. I think this. Oh yeah, it's from this one's from Walt Disney World.
Nice. I keep forgetting. Now we can just maximize.
Yeah, that's cool.
Then everybody
Don't
sees your
maximize me.
face. No, but when you're going to show something, you can maximize.
Yeah, yeah. So look at Joe put.
Yeah, of course. I had
He
uh,
said asking Galaga.
Galaga. Oh,
Yeah, the video game.
yeah. Just find the graphic. Phil, go find the graphic. And then I could help him make the design if he needs it, but he's been doing pretty good on his own. So this is
Nice.
a little long. I'm going to cut off some of them.
It's getting kind of dark in my room. I got I think I got to turn my light on. I'll be back.
I'll be back. So my brother says he already has the Gallica graphic. He found it.
Oh, cool. That was fast.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's already out there, so
Yeah.
we might have to tweak it in order to make it work for the laser. It's just a regular SVG, and depending on how we build it on borders and whatnot, might have to tweak it, but at least it's something you're starting with. So I think before I glue those on, I'm gonna color the edges, like I was saying.
Oh, yeah. So you don't see the.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, but
Yeah, we can't see what you're doing. So.
So like right here. And then like up here. I'm going to use the other tip. What was that? Oh. All right. Well, thanks for joining. All right. I think that's good. Yeah, see the angle. I actually did do it the wrong side. But as I said, it'll kind of go under, so not a big deal. In fact, if I do this right here, it's a little more than usual. Usually it's up here. I could cover that mistake. So maybe I'll do that and just leave it like that. And then the other one, go like that. So I think that'll work out. Actually, leave that there.
Not sure if my mic turns off when I go away.
If you put yourself away, you can't hear yourself.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
So
well, bye, Harleen.
if you want, I'm just saying, if you want to hide yourself, just hide both of us and go maximize on the sign.
Oh, right.
It's that little arrow thing next to the on off.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
And I was saying, if he's still around, Joe, to tune in next week for the Adventureland sign. So,
Yeah. I think he might be gone, but
yeah.
you can watch the video later. So first, I'll just glue this here. Pop it up there. So it doesn't take much, and then just add a little glue there. There you go.
And cover up that knot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't lay flat because of all the thread and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at least it'll cover it by the angle, There you go. That's probably the most delicate part of this,
Yeah.
So then we'll try to match. It's actually good having the cam above them do that. Oh, there's a little chipped on that one.
Oh, yeah.
On the backside.
Huh.
So maybe that's probably too dark. I have these markers. They're
they're from Verithane markers. Yeah.
They're stain covered, I guess.
Yeah. So if you have a chip on the
so it's a little dark, so I'll sand it down a little bit. But still, that's better than what it was.
Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah. So you can't even tell, really.
You can't tell.
Some of that's in there.
Oh, that's weird.
That's not hitting. I gotta glue where the thread is. I didn't stick it in there as much as that one. But good.
Nice. You have to go down now with that one.
It's all right. That looks good.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah,
And
it's
then
looking good. Yeah,
we
what
have
are those for?
these will make it look like that spear is going through.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
So just kind of line it up a bit. That's right. There you
Nice. It looks good.
go.
Now the last step is the lights.
Yeah.
That we have
So
left? Yeah.
first thing I'm going to do is try to glue most of this stuff together. But we'll leave the top off because then we can put that, and then the LED goes in there and I fold it down, the wires. Then we can glue the top
Nice.
on.
Someone likes your work.
Huh.
It's my brother.
Did you? Well, thank. Sorry. First off, thank you. Did you share with him the music or?
Yeah, I'm going to. I was
Oh,
trying to do it last night when I finally got the G drive
oh, that's
back
right.
up again.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's
Kinda.
more of a blues player, so I don't know if you can.
Well, I mean, just give it a shot. If not, then no well. Um, I don't have much blues style in me. I guess I don't know, but maybe we could work on something. I don't know.
Yeah, you have to send me the band file for that.
Yeah, I need to get some of the stuff out of that music room. My mom brought some stuff from a friend's, like a storage place or whatever. It's in that room. I should have put it in the other room. I wasn't thinking. Can't even sit down in my seat to record. So yeah, I have to get stuff out of that room.
So these are all the pieces for the lantern.
Yeah. That's the weird thing with doing laser kind of stuff. Like it's not like I'm 3D printing a part where I can make it look like thick. Like I'm only
Yeah.
working with 1/8 or 1/4 or whatever wood. In this case, it's all 1/8 because it comes out of the same sheet. So I just build it up in layers, and because these are in layers anyway, it kind of looks similar. So yes, of course. Did you not see those ones? You have the flicker light. Okay, let me take it off of these.
So this was Lynette's idea, the lights.
Yeah, she saw somebody else who made a Jungle Cruise sign that wasn't as good, but they did have the light up, and she's like, "You should do this," and I'm like, I had to find a way to do
Yeah.
that, and
It's a good idea.
she was the first one to buy it. So, well, she bought the sign, and then I think I sent her the light up one or the pieces or anything. But yeah, again, it was a good idea, and
Yeah.
I was just like, I wasn't even thinking about doing it. I had the lanterns, but I was like, they're just there, It's no brainer. I wasn't even thinking about lighting it up, but figured out the best way to do that and make it minimal.
That's cool.
In fact, I'm even doing this without any soldering. So, and I did that so I can for the build kits, just show everybody
Yeah.
that anybody can do this, even if they don't know how to solder.
Right. Did you see what Phil put?
Sorry, I'm playing again. Yeah, of course you are.
That's what I was laughing at. And what material is the lantern?
This
Yeah, what is that?
this is just acrylic,
Acrylic? Yeah.
like plexiglass.
Okay.
So this is one fourth. Yeah, 1/4 quarter.
Quarter inch.
Yeah.
And how many of those do you put together to make the lantern? Like
There's
five?
three of these on each side,
Oh, three. Okay.
and then this comes. I actually buy this acrylic from Amazon just because it was like I think you get a whole sheet for like $27.
Okay.
Um,
How big's the sheet?
it's about the same size as the wood that we buy,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
19 by 12 or so. Um, Actually, I think this was actually a little bigger. I got to cut out part of, like a 5-inch section, so it's actually I think it's actually 25 by 12. So I cut off a section big enough to make 2 of my router bases. That way, I'm not wasting material.
Oh, yeah.
Um, so yeah, this is the only material I buy from Amazon. Okay. And this doesn't take much glue. Just put that on, trying to center it.
So for the build kits that you sell, do you have like instructions on which one goes first?
I have the videos.
Oh, right. Okay. So they would need to watch the video in order to.
Yeah, where they can watch this now too. So
Yeah.
I figured that's better than sorry, than
A
trying to
sheet of
make
paper.
written instructions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you're
I
like
do have,
me with learning by seeing rather
yeah.
than reading.
I do have help pages on my website, and I talk more about the tools or how to do something if it's not clear. But I have the video on that page too, so it just doesn't make sense to write out full instructions. So as long as those are center, I glue these together. This is the harder part because this
Acrylic.
wants to dry like right away, and so I have
Trying to
to
line them up.
yeah, just hold them like that a little bit. Sometimes it squeezes out. Well, this time it's not. Every once in a while, oh, there you go. I'm sticking to my finger. Every once in a while, it'll squeeze out or it won't dry, and that's the case. But just spray a little bit. So that one's good. Then I'll glue on the next one. But I've had so many of this messed up where it's like off of one side or whatever, and I have to like try to pull it apart. It's a pain. That one's good.
Cool. Now, how did you get the idea to use these little acrylic pieces?
Again,
you're trying to figure out how to.
just looking at the lantern, the ones that were on there,
Yeah.
they actually have a little thing that comes out and like it hangs on it. I couldn't do that, but I made these little brackets that they kind of sit on there, so you don't really see it.
Oh, right.
I wish I had some kind of wire, but I don't know where I would attach it to anyway. So it doesn't have any like metal bracket. But again, essentially, looking at what you have to work for, I just wanted to build up the layers and just guess, by the size that 3 of those would do it.
Yeah.
It would be cool to have one solid thing, but the lines in there actually
Well,
make the
I
flicker.
think it. Yeah, I think it actually adds to it.
Yeah. All right. So now we'll glue this. This can be hard to do too. Yeah.
Whoa.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
And then, so that out of anything that needs to be explained, it's this part. The way that those hook up to hold on to the side, it's got to be matching. That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Because
We're
you're hooking it onto something
yeah,
that's that same angle as that, correct?
right. So we're mounting it like this.
Yeah.
So it's just, I can't really see. Hang on.
Yeah.
Like
Just
this.
tilt it up a little bit. There you go. Yeah, like
Hang
that.
on. Yeah. So
There you go. That's perfect. Yeah.
But you'll have the top and bottom.
Yeah.
So, but we're not putting the top on right now. But this part, like I said, the LED will go in there and I'll kind of bend it. And then this will go glue on top so you won't see the wire. It goes straight off the back and right around the corner.
Nice.
But it needs to be straight back like that. So if you line this up how that is, that will go on like that. So
this is the most trickiest part then, like you were saying.
and it's not tricky. It's just you got to pay attention to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, your wire is going to come out the wrong
yeah,
side.
on the front. Yeah. Man, to do this stuff, I would need like a giant magnifying glass with a bright light and being able to see.
You mean this thing that I can't look through because you wouldn't see my face then? Especially
everything's so small.
Yeah, but especially when I'm coloring the small letters, I'm usually looking through that. But I'm used to it as well, so. Oh. It already dried. All right.
Wow, that was fast.
It's a little off, but it's still fine.
It'll still work. Yeah.
It'll still work. And then these are kind of just design. The way those ones look, they had like an extra bar there. Okay. But it also helps you kind of line up that when you put that on. So basically, cool. If you are having this now straight down, I will just put this in line with that.
Oh.
Am I cutting out?
Can you repeat that again? You cut out.
So, like when we did this one, this was also an angle.
Right.
Right. So, I mean, you could do it that way and then have this kind of on that angle. But the easiest thing to do is have that arrow kind of straight down.
Yeah.
And then you line it this way, like straight up across from it.
Great. Okay. Yeah, that way it'll be in the front.
Well, so when it's off like this, it'll be on to the side.
Okay.
And that's how you want it to look. So,
like that. Okay. Yeah.
And that's how like I said, that's how the other ones look. They have like a metal piece holding it together. And the only thing with this one is you just want to make sure that it's straight up and down. I just sprayed my bottle of glue. I'm sure it's fine.
The whole thing's all solid now.
Yeah, it's a solid chunk of plastic. So you can see this one. If you could kind of tell, it's going out towards the top.
Barely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Oh, yeah, right there. Now I could tell.
slightly on an angle.
Yeah.
I think one of those is just slightly off a little bit, but you're not really going to notice. It'd be fine. So those we will put aside, and
Now it's the wiring next.
now it's the wiring. Use that to do the shrink tube. There's the lights. I believe I need 6 of those. So this is the only thing. You might need some wire strippers.
Those are huge.
Yeah. So you split these a little bit, not all the way. Again, if you don't have wire strippers, you could use like an X-Acto knife or something and cut around it, or try to do scissors and pull it off. But I do enough of this, like it doesn't make sense to not get some wire cutters.
Yeah, get some. Yeah.
Splicers, whatever you want to call it. So I used to have these. It's almost like a shrink tube that had a little bit of solder in the middle.
Yeah, in there, so you line them up.
You lined them up, and then you just heated it with a heat gun. But they're expensive, and it wasn't necessary. The way I do this, and you'll see.
Those are cool wire strippers.
Yeah, they work pretty good. I'm going to strip these back a little bit too. Oh, no, I already did, I guess. Okay. So first thing we'll do is we're going to attach an LED to one of these, to each one of these. So we have black and red. Red is usually positive. If you don't know which one that is, you should take out a battery. You can see on the LEDs, there's a long post and a shorter one. Plus side is positive.
Nice.
So you can see how this.
Yeah. Is that like an amber or a yellow?
Yeah. I want to see if it. Can't really tell it flickering, but there you go.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
And even better.
Yeah, that is cool.
So again, positive is red, or should be red. That's the hot side. So basically, I'm just gonna separate these out a little bit, and then maybe use a pair of pliers. But I'm basically gonna fold these in half, probably 2 different directions, just make it easier. So if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And what that does is it gives us, this is the positive. It gives me a place to wrap that around and just twist it a little
Perfect.
bit.
Yep.
And
Don't forget the shrink tube.
I was just about to say, and of course, I just, but I can fix that. Hang on. So
Slide it from the
always put
other.
the shrink tube on first.
Yeah.
And in fact, we need two of them, but the other one goes on over both. So all I have to do is pull that up and then
Yeah, pull the other one out.
pull the other one out. So then I will wrap that around the whole thing. So not going anywhere. And then do the same thing and just wrap it around. Put on another shrink tube. And you can get, I got a whole bag of these. I think I got a whole bag of these on Amazon as well, already cut this size. But you can pick these up at Home Depot as well. So it'll make it pretty clean. I need to probably cut that little part off.
What is
But
that?
it's part of the bar I bent up. I bent it up too much.
Okay.
Before I do anything, though, I want to make sure this will not work this way because it only works one way.
Yeah.
So if you flip it around, then we're good. So again, positive is red. So I know that's functioning right. So I can go ahead and burn that one. So yeah, no need for solder. That's not going anywhere. I think I don't think that's what's going to cut it. I'm just going to bend this down, I think. Should be all right. So we're basically push that down and just fold that like that.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, so it's flat. And then we'll glue
The top on?
We'll glue that top on just like I was showing. So
you had to make that channel deep enough for the wire and the heat shrink, huh?
right.
To fit in there, yeah. And you had to line those up.
Yeah. Oh. Stick it up a little bit, but there you go. Yeah. I would color that right there, a little black.
What is it? I couldn't see.
It's just again, just didn't line up quite right, so
Oh, okay.
just color black.
Yeah.
It's on the back side anyway. So that one's good. Do the same over here. And I'm going to put a shrink tube on first.
I hate when that happens.
All right. So try not to bend. That's a little better, so it's more even.
Yeah, not as long.
Go figure. I'm bending it better with my finger than with that.
Yeah, with the pliers.
Got glue on my finger. So I always start with the red just because it makes for less mistakes. You do the same thing every time.
Yeah.
So get the red, twist it around, kind of push that together. Oh, look, I messed that up again. I should have pulled that through. Okay. This does get a little hot, so you might want to wait a couple minutes before you do the next one. But we're on a time crunch here. And again, there we go.
Ta-da.
All right. Now we'll get the other battery.
Now, which batteries are those? The CR, was it 20 something? Okay.
Had to ask you right when I threw it away. Oh,
It's
yeah. Can you see that? Focus?
it's blurry.
I don't know why.
3032? Or what is it? 3812?
It's 2032. I don't know why it's not focusing. Yeah,
2032. Okay.
2032. They are 3-volt batteries, and these take approximately 3 volts.
And
Sorry, these take 1.5 volt. But if you put them in a dual,
total,
like that, it'll last a little longer.
Okay.
So now you have to look at how this goes in. I believe the first one here is negative, then that's positive.
Now, did you get all this as a set?
Separate components.
All separate.
I have like a whole bag of these. This is the smallest battery pack, well, skinniest.
Thinnest, yeah. Like I was gonna say, I haven't, because it's single each side rather than stacked.
Right. So, just to test and actually, I think I need. put one over all of it, and then put one on the black. So we can see it's already lighting up, so it's working. But we're going to twist all the black together. And then pull out like so.
There we go. Nice.
Make sure that stays in the middle.
Yeah.
Then
what's nice too with that heat shrink, it keeps everything like organized together. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, forgot to glue that one on the
the lid.
Yeah. So this is the hard part because it's like the same size.
Oh yeah, trying to squeeze it in that.
Yeah. It works. You don't even have to go all the way across, but
it looks neater though.
Yeah, you get it enough.
Yeah.
Turn that off for now. Let's glue on this. Make sure that's lined up.
I would have broke it already by pushing on down.
Well, you're just pushing down on wires, so the LEDs.
I would have broke it. The wood would have split. The acrylic would have broken half. And
that wire's a little thicker right there, so I want to make sure it's supported.
nice.
Just again, just a little offset.
Touch up.
And now the fun part. So this actually goes this way. You can see the shorter ends. They go on like that.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is just kind of tuck that on the back side
Of water.
The back side of water. So then we'll just glue. And I use those lines right here.
Yeah. That's how you line it up.
So you can see the top one is kind of like it sits above that line. And then as I'm holding that, there you go. this one.
The other one doesn't want to sit. There it goes.
It's not. The top was off a little bit,
It turned.
but I'm not complaining about it.
No, it looks good.
So this is the part we got to be a little careful.
Yeah, gluing that down and not
Yeah.
knocking off the lanterns.
Yeah. So first thing to do is I want this to be as low as I can get it.
Oh yeah, so you can get back there to turn the switch on and off.
Yeah.
Right?
But I want to leave room for
The eye.
the eye. Because this guy did order the eye. So I'm going to just glue that down right here. And then other thing to do is just pull that as tight as you can without putting that much tension,
Yeah.
And then just pile in the glue.
My brother.
Yeah. Has to be.
Yep.
So that'll make sure that it's not overly sticking out.
Yeah.
And we'll do that on this side. On this side, I come down and leave room for that magnet on top.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it doesn't get in the way.
Yeah. Because you need space for that magnet because it kind of sits right in there. And then I basically figure out the best way to do this. Sometimes
the eye goes in the middle there, right? Where you
yeah.
for the jingle cruise.
So it'll sit like this. So I know there's enough room.
Okay.
So doing something like this is fine. Just taking up the slack pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
That didn't stick. Oh, why are you not sticking?
It doesn't like the heat shrink.
No, usually it sticks. I mean, it's just plastic anyway. There we go.
There it goes.
And then just wherever there's loose wire, pretty much just. I think I'm running out of glue here. No, it must be plugged.
Yeah, but when you sprayed it.
There you go. Okay.
Wow. That's funny.
Yeah, it probably was when I sprayed it. Now it's coming out good. It actually probably was because it hit the top of it. I'm just going to throw in some extra here. Get this. And
Yeah,
this
that
too.
looks cool. Looking good. Now that the wires won't get in the way.
Right. And they won't.
You're breaking up again. I can't hear you. There, kind of, yeah.
All right. Well, we're about
Oh,
done.
there you go. Okay, you're good now. Nice. I'm waiting for your image to clear up a little bit so I can see. There we
Yeah.
go.
So, for whatever reason.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, that's cool, Jace.
And boom.
Yeah, even better.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
again, the only thing missing is the jingle eye, which kind of sits right there, and the magnet, if you look at it, goes exactly where it would be, about right here.
Yeah.
But it's a little hard to line up. That's why I don't have like a place made for it.
Right.
But all I have to do is take my thing, put the magnet on that one, and then hang the magnet on the back.
Yeah, and then you see where it connects.
Yeah, and then I can just glue it in place.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then the last step, which I'm not going to show, but this is it's called Easy Vinyl, but it's a sealer for alcohol markers as well.
Oh, okay.
So if I were to put regular clear coat on it, it would smear.
It would smear. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
this, like a poly, even if you do like a polyurethane and stuff, it'll smear.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is the only stuff. After you put this on, you could probably put whatever you want. But this is all I put on. A couple coats of this.
Okay.
So, and I get this on Amazon as well.
Okay. Phil said he'll take 2.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you the file, and then you can make your own.
That's great, Jace. That's really good.
So there you go. We are like right on the money there on 3 hours.
3 hours. Yep. That's what you said in the beginning, wasn't it? 3 hours.
You're slightly over, but we're like right there. And if we didn't stop and answer questions, we'd go to 3 hours.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so yeah, it came out pretty good. So like we said, next week, let's take it down.
Yeah, you could take a look at it.
Next week, we're going to make one of these.
Yeah.
So there's not much. Like these things are probably, they're last, but they're probably the most time consuming besides taking off the paper on the letters.
The bands.
Yeah. And you can see like the lines on the E and all that. So you can see how you would have to cut out the masking tape on some of those.
I remember watching the.
Yeah, and then like all these little diamonds get cut out separately. You can kind of see how it's built. This is actually 2 pieces come together.
Yeah, don't show too much. That's next week.
Well, I'm just saying, like that's just how it's built, But you can watch us build it next week. So, nice. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like you can see that this is not even as near as complicated as that one.
Yeah.
But it's still an awesome sign. So.
Very much. Yep.
All right. So I think we'll end the live stream now, and again, we'll do this next week. I don't know what day yet, but I'll send out another invite. I guess that's an invite or scheduled live event notification, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But all right. Well, thank you for joining. And if you have any other questions, throw it down in the description, and I'll get back to you. And
Cool.
thanks, Steve, for moderating everything.
Yeah, no, this was fun. Thanks
Yeah.
to everybody that watched.
Yeah.
The two brothers that are out there.
We
Yeah,
two brothers.
yeah. The Phil and Jeff, and my friend Joe too. He's like a brother to me.
And then Bruce's sister, what is it?
Yeah, Harleen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All family. Cool.
Yep.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.